But it takes guts to do what I'm about to tell you guys to do, because you can't have a scarcity mindset and perform this sort of activity or perform this sort of behavior inside of your discovery calls. It's called sales resistance.
In the last 24 hours, got $10,000 in sales. So that's a big
go.
win for me.
All right.
I have 8 proposals.
I had a client yesterday say that my video was beautiful. He was like, it looks like a movie. I love it. So I'm going to take that as a win.
That's great.
Dude, you have to put that on a shirt, bro. My client said my video is beautiful.
There you go. I think retainers would be a great thing to talk about today. You have to get into the psyche of the buyer and help them understand that they're investing in a solution, not a video. A lot of people, as it relates to like a discovery call, this is what their resistance curve looks like from a sales perspective. They will start off here where they're friends, getting to know the client, and essentially what it'll be is just kind of like this. And then the highest point of resistance is up here, which who can make an assumption as to what happens at this point up here?
That's where you get the we got to think about it.
We got to think about it. What do we do right here, right before that stuff happens?
Go over pricing.
Pricing. Great job. You guys are probably a lot like this, where like you're like, everything's great, everything's great, everything's great. All of a sudden, boom, price drop. And you have no resistance to the client, right? And so what do I mean by resistance? Actively pushing back on your client, not to create a rift, not to insult them, not to do anything, but to challenge their mindset. The client must believe that you have knowledge and wisdom that you have and that they need. If it's just about the videos, they can replace you at any time. They can go find another vendor to do it. You might have a special creative style that they like, but let's be real, guys. Like, there's a crap ton of competition out there and you are replaceable. There's going to be somebody that's coming in that might be able to do it for cheaper. And so you have to be able to stand out. And part of standing out is they have to believe the information that is in your head is worth inputting into their business. But it takes guts to do what I'm about to tell you guys to do, because you can't have a scarcity mindset and perform this sort of activity or perform this sort of behavior inside of your discovery calls. It's called sales resistance. Look at this. We got to the same point up here. We got to the same point of pressure. What do you think these feel like and sound like? Like, what would I say to a client at this point to create resistance?
There's the question in the discovery script saying, what are you doing to separate yourself from the competition in such a competitive market?
Bingo. What are your competitive advantages? You're not just saying, I'm a yes man and I'm going to do whatever you tell me so I can make $1. You're actually asking questions that prompt the owner to think. What other things do you think you could ask to prompt pressure?
Asking them the price of inaction?
Yes. Wow. Great job. That's exactly right. Tell the people what you mean.
So asking them what is going to happen if they do not make a decision today or in the future. What's the consequences going to be?
You're not feeling pressure externally at all. When I say, what makes you think anything is going to be different? That's not external pressure. That's called internal pressure. And that's what you want. But the only way that they're going to feel internal pressure, guys, is if you're willing to actually put up some resistance. But another one of these like X's here in the resistance curve. So Josh, help me understand. You guys have like an in-house team. You guys have done some decent work on YouTube. Like, why do you need my company? Okay. So it's our camera equipment. Camera equipment's getting, pretty inexpensive these days. The FX3, you're looking at $3 to $5 grand. The FX30 even cheaper. Put some G Master glass on it. You can do some really good stuff. Why is that, you think, the thing that's holding you back from making $200K per month? Okay, so you really think that it's a quality issue. You've had the opportunity to invest in people in the past. You've had, different chances to do this. Just curious, like, why do we have to do this now? Why not just kind of kick this can down the road another 3 months to see if the market stabilizes? I know that we're coming into an election. There's a lot of uncertainty. Like, what makes you think that, why can't we just like wait until after the election? That's why they retain you. Not because you can do an ongoing service. It takes a freaking monkey with a pulse and an FX30 to do an ongoing service, guys. It's not hard. Ongoing deliverables are like cake. It's actually easier than doing projects because you can map it. You can predict it. This is the stuff that actually sets people apart, but it doesn't happen during proposal. It doesn't happen after they sign. It happens in the beginning of discovery because they need to know if you have the ability to challenge them or not. And you need to know that.